All right, so last night Tucker Carlson went on his show and said some crazy shit about racism against white people. Here's the clip.
Well, one of the saddest polls ever came out the other day. Rasmussen found that nearly half of African Americans, 47%, don't agree with the statement it's okay to be white.
Okay, so I made a video on the creator of the Dilbert comic strip, Scott Adams, and his commentary on this poll and this question. And the question was, is it okay to be white? And according to this poll, 47 or 46 or whatever, doesn't even matter, percent of black people said they said no. They answered no to that question. But the first problem I have with this question, and it's really the only problem anybody should have with this question, is that's a stupid fucking question. I'm just going to say it. That's a dumb question to ask. And if you're going to ask a dumb question, you're going to get stupid fucking answers back, okay? I don't know what kind of a question an actual American polling institution, why they would ask a question. But if you go and look, this polling institution is actually asked just ridiculous questions. They've asked literal misleading questions based on things that they say the American government is going to do. They had this one question back in the day where they asked the public about should the government limit the amount of salt that Americans consume. And they were asking it like the American government was going to implement this type of thing where it limits, Americans' consumption of salt. That's not what it was. It was a limit on how much salt can be in certain processed foods. So they ask really misleading questions. And again, that's a stupid question. Is it okay to be white? What does that mean? That's a dumb question. I said this in my other video, if I was a person of color and I was doing a poll and someone asked me that, I would purposely say no, just because I think that that's a dumb question. What do you mean? But Tucker's going to go on to say that based solely on this poll, based on this stupid question, white people are essentially going to be genocide. They're going to genocide all the white people. He's going to say that.
That's just awful.
That's just
awful.
It's
awful. Why is it happening? Well, in part because the media for the last several years have pushed Rwanda-style race hatred on the entire population.
And if you're not familiar with what he means when he says Rwanda-style racism, race hatred, or whatever he said, he's literally talking about an actual genocide that did take place in Rwanda, and I can't, go into all the details about that right now. You guys can go and research it for yourself. I'm also not too keen on how to pronounce some of the names, but basically, a large amount of anywhere from like 560,000 to over 600,000 members of these minority groups in Rwanda were actually killed by these armed militias. This happened not too long ago, and he's literally comparing this poll, this stupid polling question, to an actual genocide that took place. This is why a judge ruled that Fox News is entertainment and it's not really news. I don't know how anyone could draw that conclusion. This poll where they asked if it's okay to be white, and 47% of black people said no. It's genocide now. I mean, that's the first step, the polling question. The next step is genocide. That's how easy it is, guys.
And far from getting better, it's getting worse. Where does this wind up in the end, you wonder?
Genocide.
Well, the LA Times just published a piece with this title, and we're quoting, "How white and affluent drivers are polluting the air breathed by LA's people of color."
And he does not go in and explain this, and I'm not going to harp on this too much, but if you guys go and look up this article, LA Times gives you a couple free articles, maybe you're subscribed to them, but if you go and read this article, it's talking about how there's a large amount of people that commute through black and minority communities in Los Angeles, but they're not going in and stopping at those businesses. They're not putting their money in, but they are polluting the air by, driving cars, driving vehicles, machinery, whatever you want to say, through those people of color communities. I think it's an interesting article. It's mainly about climate change. That's the main focus of the article. He's not going to tell you that it's about race. It's about race because all he's showing you is the headline. You wonder why these places only show you the headline. He's not even going to show you like a little blurb. At least sometimes some of these news stations, they'll show you like a little blurb. They'll say, and later in the article they say blah blah blah. He's not even going to show you that because he knows that would again make his whole entire fucking narrative fall apart. That's why he's only showing the headline. This is only the headline. He doesn't tell you about what's in the article. Just you see that headline and most someone as hog-brained as Tucker Carlson probably says, yep, this guy's just, they hate white people, all the whites.
Right. What's Up was written by yet another decadent rich kid who went to Harvard Westlake, the most expensive private school in Los Angeles.
He's literally making fun of people that have an education. This is the right for you guys. This is the American Conservative Party. He's making fun of somebody that has an education. Yeah, haha, Tucker. Fucking hilarious. Dude went to fucking school and got educated. What a fucking idiot. Fucking dumbass. Holy shit.
But here he's claiming in the LA Times that just by breathing, white people are hurting others. Why don't you just genocide?
Just by breathing? No. He totally had that wrong. Did he misspeak there? Can he not read? It doesn't say that white people breathing is polluting the air for black people. That's not even what it says. Is he dumb? I have to wind that back. Let me hear that again. What?
In the LA Times that just by breathing, white people are hurting others. Why don't you?
That's not even what it says. If you rearranged the words in this, it would say that. Is he even looking at the right thing? Are they putting up wrong shit on his teleprompter to make him sound bad? I mean, I would do that if I worked there for whatever stupid-ass reason. But, it doesn't even say. It says how white people and affluent drivers are polluting the air breathed by LA's people of color. It doesn't say that white people breathing is polluting the air for black people. That's not even what it says. My man's Tucker can't read. Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Tucker, open your eyes, put your glasses on. What the fuck? I can't believe he got that wrong like that. That's so embarrassing. Bro can't read.
Just genocide him at this point. What is this?
Just genocide him.
It's bad, is what it is.
I can't. I'm too focused on how he just completely can't even read. But again, people that are fans of Tucker Carlson, they're gonna see this segment and they're gonna hear this and they're gonna say, "Oh wow, they're trying to genocide the white people." This is really, people really believe everything that comes out of his mouth, pretty much. And I sit here and I'm making jokes and I'm laughing about it and I think it is a joke. I've lived in a community that is mainly black and Latino. If you look up where I lived right now, which I'm not going to say where I live, and you looked up the racial makeup of where I live, it's the majority of people that live in my community, in my area, in the city that I live in, are black people. And then it's Latinos, and or I think it's white people, and then it's Latinos. I'm not actually sure, but I've never experienced any form of racism against myself in the community that I lived in. And I've lived here my whole life. I'm 21, I'm pretty sure, I think. I'm either 21 or 22. And I've been here my whole life, and I've never experienced this type of shit. You want to know what I did experience? I saw people being racist at the Christian school that I went to toward black people. I saw white people be racist toward black people at the Christian school I went to. I know that has nothing to do with this. I'm just saying, it's just an example. That's where I did see racism, but not in the community. I go to everywhere that's around right where I live. I walk down the street all the time. I'm fine. I'm still here. Nothing's ever happened to me. I've never had anything. This is so ridiculous. Look at how white I am. I'm like the whitest white you can get. I'm glowing white in this. Look. This isn't happening, is my point I'm trying to make with this. Holy fuck. They act like there's systemic racism against white people. It's literally pretty much what he's trying to make a case for here. It's not even dumb. it's just like, how can people even entertain this and take this seriously? What are we doing here? This is like it. I say it, and it's probably not the best comparison, but it just reminds me of SNL. This is like SNL to me. It's like I'm watching a skit. That's how dumb it is to me. It's just like ridiculously over the top stupid.
We don't need to hate each other on the basis of color, and the LA Times should stop pushing this along with the rest of the media.
Pushing this along with the rest of the media. Yeah, because the rest of the media also, said something very similar to that. Again, I would actually really encourage you guys to go look up that LA Times article. I think it was I thought it was a unique perspective on, the climate change and the different aspects of it and how it affects people differently. But do as you will. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button. It helps me out so much, guys. If you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button, press that little bell, and turn on all notifications. And tell me, guys, what you thought of this video. Please leave a comment down below. Leaving a comment helps me out so much, and I read every single one of the comments.